Hello, everyone. This is Kathleen, and I'm happy to be here today to show you a little bit about design and composition. Um, I want to talk about a Z composition, and this is probably one of the easiest ways you can compose a design, and it traces the route the human eye travels when we read from left to right, at least those of us who read from left to right. And it's very comfortable and it's easy to make. So you begin up here at the left and your eye scans across, forming this horizontal line, and then it comes down to the left side of the visible page, creating this diagonal line, and then it comes back over to the right again, forming a second horizontal line. So when the viewer's eyes move in this pattern, it forms this imaginary Z shape. But it's important to note that the pattern designs aren't required to conform to this traditional shape. It can go the other way. It can begin down here and go up and over if your focal point is here. Or it can, make a backward Z and come over this way. But this traditional Z is a very comforting way for the eye to follow a design. And so if you'll design it that way, then your viewers will think it's a great design, right? So I'm going to show you how this plays out in several elements for a junk journal. So I've got a couple tags, a journaling card, and a glassine bag pocket. And it's, several different designs here. Boho, some like a traditional, a vintage, and a steampunk over here. So let's just kind of move these over, and I have included, some of the things that I'm going to make. So let's start with this boho one first. All right. So we're going to create, first of all, the horizontal lines at the top and the bottom. And I have used this punch. It's just a photograph out of a garden book, but I thought that it went really well, the colors with that lady face. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. So let me just get a piece of scrap paper, and we'll put that on there. All right, and this paper is kind of a linen type, canvas type paper, and I like this mat because it has lines, and I can actually I'm going to go this way. I can kind of use that as a visual way to get it on straight. Yeah. Oh, shoot. My fingers get sticky from the glue. Because there's nothing worse, than to gluing it on and then have it not be straight. Okay, then we're gonna trim those off. All right, and then I'll take my baby wipe and clean my fingers. All right, so there's the first horizontal line, and then this is going to form the diagonal down here. And this is going to be a little tricky because I want these to kind of overlap a little. I don't want that to come over her face, but there we go. So I'm just placing those because I'm going to make the second horizontal line with this washi tape. And I just need those to be kind of where I want it to be. All right, that's going to be about an inch up. I'm going to put some glue on the washi because otherwise it won't stick in a permanent kind of way. All right, so then we're going to come up here about an inch. on the bottom. All right. Now that's very kind of not very noticeable, but it's still going to be part of the design, and it'll be all right. You'll see. Cross my fingers. All right, now it's time to glue this on, but I'm going to distress the edges because there's some white showing. All right, I just step over here and put the glue on it. Okay, so that's going to go in a diagonal way. You can see that it's going to come over here, and then the line of her throat is going to bring the diagonal down. I'm going to move it over just a little bit. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. Just over here, out of sight, but I'm still here. This is kind of tricky because I don't want it to be over her, but I do want it to kind of overlap a little bit. And you can see that I have this again on a diagonal so that it makes the Z. Okay? All right. So there it is. There's the top, down, and across. Okay, so there's one problem that's bothering me about this, and that's this is dark up here and this is light down here, and that is bothering me because it makes it imbalanced. It makes it top heavy to me. So I think I'm going to take another piece of darker washi tape. That's still not dark enough. So let me find another horizontal. All right. Yeah, this one will work. So that light horizontal just wasn't enough in my mind to make that bottom balance. So can you see that? I don't know, maybe it's just me. We'll put this down here on the bottom. That matches in color and just kind of grounds that a little bit better. Okay, and then I'm going to trim that. All right, so we come down here, but now we're missing something there. All right, I need something, a little something right here, like a word or a stamp, or let me see what I can see. This is a boho, so maybe this will work. Yep, I like that. All right, we're going to put some glue on this because I never trust these stickers to really stick. All right, there we go. Okay, now you can see the Z. Your eye follows that Z pattern, and then it ends right here with these words. So I like that. So let's just put the topper on here. Okay, that one's done. I like it. Just needs a little bit of definition on the edge, I think. I know some of you don't like doing the distressing, but I think it kind of defines the edge. The other thing I like is I like to round the corners, honestly, of my tags, because I find that when I put them in the pockets or whatever, they just go in easier if there's not that sharp corner trying to catch everything. All right, so there's that one. So we'll move those supplies out of the way and we'll start the next one. Let's do this one. Okay, so on this one, this is my idea, is to have this horizontal line, and the zigzag starts with a little element here and then it comes down to an element here and then across. All right, so I already did that, and so let me glue this stamp. This was a digital design. It was free from the old design shop on her blog, and I so appreciate, honestly, these designers who give things away. You know, we don't all have a lot of money. I've spent quite a bit of money on digitals, but I don't have a lot of money to spend on this hobby. So I really appreciate those who will provide some nice free things occasionally. And the old design shop is really good at giving us free things. All right, so there's those basic horizontal lines, and you can see again, without a little element right here, this is kind of top heavy. So where did my little label go? This is just a little label, a printable, again, from someone, I'm not sure who, but we'll put that right there. So there's the Z. Hope you can see that, and it's pretty easy to do. Okay, so that's a little journal card done. All right, let's do this next one. Is just a glassine bag, and I'm going to make this little steampunk design. So I've got a watch, which is pretty steampunk. This is just, it was just in my scrap pile, and I liked the way the color worked, and this is just an old book illustration. So we're going to put the top horizontal line down first. We're going to use this washi tape. Let me add some glue to that. And yes, I am going to purposely put the writing upside down. I know some people, really, that bothers some people, but it doesn't bother me. And I actually sometimes like things to be very random. Okay, so since this is glassine bag, it's going to be glued down. I'm just going to fold those ends over, and that kind of just gives a little bit of strength to the edge of the bag. Right, so this is now going to go in a diagonal way across and down. Let me put this down here and see I like it going over the, no, I like that corner to show. All right, about right there. So let's just, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac here because I want that to stick down really well. I want a definite diagonal line. All right. And then we're going to make the bottom horizontal. You might wonder what little pots of flowers have to do with this fish harvest. It doesn't really have anything to do with it. All right, we're going to trim this off, being careful not to cut the bag. And we're going to trim this one off. Okay. So now we have our basic Z, and then we're going to add this focal element down here. And that's going to go straight up. Actually, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. You can really see the Z on that, can't you? I like it. Yeah, but I like the way that looks. It seems a little plain, but I like it. It's done. I might, who knows, might add something else, a word up here later, maybe, if I find something I like. Okay, so that's that one. We have one last one, just this really simple. So this is going to incorporate, you know, this as part of the, because it's text, and so we're going to read that left to right, and then we're going to follow this bird down. And so let me just put some glue on the back of this bird. Just be patient. All right. So we want the leaves to form the diagonal there. All right, now we're just going to use this simple black splotchy washi tape across the bottom. I might put 2 strips. We'll see, we'll put this one down first. Let's see if I want another one. Kind of comes up a little. Yeah, I think I do. The wind is blowing today. All right, so now we have the top horizontal line. I travels down the leaves to the left and then across. So now we're just going to put this little word here as a focal point here at the bottom. left. And that will just draw. It'll be a draw to the eye to come down there. Oh, get that glue off my fingers. Okay, now let's trim that up. There it is. I like that. That is very simple, but I think it looks really good. So here's the top line, the diagonal, and the bottom line. So the last thing we have to do is just put a little topper on there. Just going to staple this on. And there's that tag. Easy. All right, so we have four elements made with that Z design. What do you think? I like it. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll use this. Let me know in the comments if you use it and like it.